The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be Case Keenum, the 6'1 QB out of the University of Houston.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
That's complete to Gallman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Keenum. And his throw is incomplete.
Keenum's pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 31, the ball.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz finds the open target, Arnold. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This to Arnold on the short pass. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Ravens' 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Brandon Wilson on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Again, Keenum. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Or they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Gallman will run it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Keenum throwing once more. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 9.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Now the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. This to Arnold on the short pass. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Cowboy first down.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Well, from an offensive perspective.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Wentz's pass.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Keenum. Quick slant to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, it's Wentz. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, They took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
Man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Wins to throw again. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Ravens 21.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Gallman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it, even as a former defensive...
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and 4.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Working from the gun, Keenum. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up second.
Throwing again is Keenum.
At the 37-yard
Hit
line.
from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
28-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup.
Under pressure, they got him again. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Wentz's pass.
A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wentz's
7 yards, the pickup there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now Wentz on third down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
The kicker on.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Mario Edwards Jr. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Gallman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. A shotgun snap for Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A gain of 2. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 20.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a gain of 13.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Keenum now on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Gallman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Keenum. And that's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Baltimore, first down.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From the red zone now, Keenum. Buying time to his left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And his throw here is incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Keenum. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Wayne Goldman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
When he got into the end zone. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Richard Rodgers. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
It's 4th down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The ball carrier.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 17.
A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
1st and 10.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Keenum now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the extra point.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Keenum, they're going to Gallman here on the screen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They do snap it to Keenum.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
55. Ravens 42.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.